Hello, it's Jody with Moose Flats Farms out in the chicken coop today, and it's snowing. Yay! But I'm out here because I have a hen that has decided that she wants to be broody. Only problem with that is it is the middle of January and don't really want to have baby chicks in February with the snow. And I don't have a rooster. So I'm going to pull her off the nest, let you guys see her, and then collect the eggs. She is going to scream, so be prepared for clucking. Come on. It's okay. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Shh. Shh. See? And this is my pretty little broody girl. Not sure which one it is, since all 5 of them came from the same mix of chickens. She's got Americana in her. She's got some Russian throwback. She's got Brahma. They're all black and have little top knots, and a couple of them have a few feathers on their feet from the Brahma hens. So, gonna collect the eggs. And as you can hear, she's still out there complaining. But one of the benefits of letting her be broody in the winter is she keeps my eggs warm so they don't freeze. Which is really sad when you come out to collect the eggs and they're frozen solid and cracked open. Hi, welcome to Moose Flats Farms. I'm Jody. Today is January 17th. A little bit about me and my background. I'm a planner. I love to draw things out, scratch that idea, draw it out again, and the yucca cane is poking me. Draw it out again, and usually by the 5th or 6th time I've got something that I think will work really well for us. I love to write lists. I love to mark things off. I've always done it. It gives me such a sense of accomplishment when I can say, look what I did, and it's all done. And yes, I have notes that I'm reading from, just so I make sure I get everything out that I wanted to say. I grew up in a small town on the coast of Washington. I have a younger brother. My mom and dad still together. When I was a kid, we lived on 20 acres and we raised cows and chickens and turkeys, and I did ducks. My dad built me a nice big duck pen. It had a creek that ran through it. We dug out a pond, so had ducks year round. When I was in high school, I was in FFA, raised meat chickens, and that was quite an eye-opening experience after just doing normal farm chickens, on how fast they grow, and that, yeah, you do have to butcher them quite early so they don't break a leg, which is really sad. My Grandma G, she's the one that taught my really love of gardening. She also taught me to sew. Growing up, I would spend the summers at her place helping her in her gardens. My mom would have a garden every year. The size of it depended on how ambitious she was feeling in the spring when she started to plant. I work at the Home Depot now, have for about 14 years. I have been a cashier, I've been a sales associate. I was the department supervisor, manager of hardware for about 6 months. Then I moved to garden and ran garden for 8 exhausting, grueling seasons, and now am currently the department supervisor of electrical. I've been there for about 6 months. That was really a fun challenge to take on, learning electrical, but it's been lots and lots of fun. A little bit about my grandma. I do think of her often. I'll ask her questions about gardening, about sewing, or if I'm doing something I know I shouldn't be when I'm sewing, I'll look up to heaven and say, I know, Grandma, I'm doing it wrong. And if I ever have any questions, all I have to do is ask them, and she finds a way to get me the answers I need, which is really cool to think of. I have been spoiled by my husband. When I was in kindergarten, they asked us what we wanted to do or what we wanted to be when we were all grown up. And at 6 years old, I wrote down on that piece of paper that I wanted to marry a Montana farm boy. Well, as luck would have it, my third time around, I did get to marry a Montana farm boy. We live on a small piece of property where we are fortunate enough that we both had the love of gardening. So we started with a garden, we built a greenhouse, and that has morphed into, we got chickens, or no, we got the ducks first, and then we got chickens. As you'll see in part of this video, I do let my hens, if they go broody, hatch out the eggs. And that's where the 5 black hens came from, was a mishmash of everyone laying eggs and mom sitting on them. But unfortunately, I don't have a rooster, so I'm pulling the eggs out from underneath this one. I have 3 beautiful children. Becky is my oldest, and she has given me my 2 grandsons, Declan and Alec. The reason that I'm doing this video is for them. I only have one son, Mitchell. He is an amazing young man. He's had some challenges, but he's doing really, really good. My youngest is Darla Ann. She is a phlebotomist. She's got her license. She hasn't started working there. Right now, she's a supervisor at Qdoba. So really proud of her and the choices that she's been making. This year we are planning on moving the raised beds, and I'm going to show a little clip of us measuring out where the raised beds are going to go to make more room for the ducks, because their pen is kind of small. So we're going to be expanding that. We're going to be redoing the chicken coop, and then after that's done, we'll be getting the baby chicks and a couple baby turkeys. As you can see in several of the videos, that we do have a koi pond. I would love to let the ducks run around and eat all the bugs and everything, but they just wind up in the koi pond, and that would just be a huge mess. In the spring and summer, you'll see videos occasionally of the koi. We have quite a few of them in there. We have 2 dogs, Bella, a toy poodle that's about 9 years old, Kiesel, our German Shepherd. He's a Christmas baby, and he just turned 4. We have 3 indoor cats, Maverick, Yeti, and Bernie. And Bernie's backstory is he was actually born here in Darla's bedroom. Becky took him with her when they moved back here from Maine, and now they have moved to South Carolina. So Bernie came back to Grandma's house, or Mom's house, to live with us. I do have 2 barn, or better yet, greenhouse cats, and that is Dino, who you'll occasionally, when we're out there, you'll see wandering around with us or meowing in the background, and Gray One. He's really shy and not the friendliest of the kitties. I have 9 ducks, 8 hens, and 1 drake, and the 5 chickens. And we will be getting more baby chicks once the chicken coop is done. Thank you for coming and viewing my site. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. In the spring season, there will be a lot more videos coming, a lot more action instead of me monologuing with whatever's going on in the background. Hello, it's Jody with Moose Flats Farms. Today we're going to be measuring that area to turn it into raised beds next spring. They have typically been right over here, but we're going to expand the duck pen into that area so the ducks have a lot more room, and we have all the garden space in one area, a little easier to water and maintain.